Hey guys, welcome to Herding Little Cows. It's a little cool out here today, but for Maine, it's actually not that bad. So as you can see, we've got snow all over the ground, and it's fairly chilly. We got ice on the pond back there, but we are leaving. Oh, there's our camper. We are leaving in just a few days to head to Florida, where it's going to be a lot warmer. So we thought we'd take you on a tour of our van and show you how we're getting it packed for the trip. So you can see our van is a mess right now. It is going to get a bath tomorrow, but you can follow me back here. The back doors. It really needs a bath. It had some magnets there. So here's how we pack for our trip. As only our family would do, we have a wheelchair. For those who are new to my channel, my husband Mark, who's filming this, has a neurological issue. Don't know, we don't have a diagnosis yet, but he sometimes ends up where he can't walk very well. So we have a wheelchair to be able to get him around. And that was a huge blessing that God gave us that wheelchair by providing it through a few people. So thank you so much for that wheelchair. We have our double stroller because we have a 2-year-old who sometimes needs it, a 4-year-old who sometimes likes to sit in it, and a 7-year-old who has cerebral palsy and sometimes needs to have a place to sit. So we have the double stroller. The baby is going to stay strapped onto me. He is about 11 weeks, I think. Okay, my husband's verifying yes. We have 4 cases of water back here. I don't know if that can be seen, but we are going to be traveling for multiple days, and when we are in the car, we pretty much only drink water. We don't stop to buy sodas. We very rarely have juice while we're in the car because we want to make sure people are drinking for thirst and we're not having to make extra stops at rest areas to use the bathrooms because of just drinking out of not necessity, because they want something different. We have a cooler. The cooler has nothing in it yet, but that will be the cooler that will help us get all of our food to and fro. We won't be turning on the refrigerator in the camper just to be able to save on propane. We're going to be using it for heating on the nights we're on the road. So we're just going to have a cooler with us to keep our food good. We have signs because we're planning to do ministry while we're out on the trip. So these are some of the signs we take when we are out doing ministry. We got these printed. Here's one of my favorites. That's our little daughter, Abigail, who's now 4. And this was the sign we made for her. She likes to hold that one. We have Rain-X windshield washer fluid. And we have a bag full of tracts. That's again for doing ministry. One of the places we're planning on going is a parade down in the Tampa area called the Gasparilla. I don't know, it has something to do with pirates. I don't know what it's called. But we're taking a bunch of tracts because we're going to hand out tracts at the parade. Or at least the big people are going to hand out tracts. We probably won't go down as a whole family. We have a basket here. We keep a basket in the car the entire winter for our family that has an extra sweatshirt per person, a couple extra blankets, and gloves and hats. So if we were ever stuck on the side of the road, we just want to make sure that our family is warm enough to do what we need to do. So gloves, hats, if we needed to shovel out, we'd have the proper clothes to wear to keep warm. So that is the back of the van. Let's go to the side. These doors are heavy. Okay. Nothing too exciting in here. We have a bunch of kids. So the kids' car seats recently got moved around, but in the state of Maine, our 7-year-old still needs to be in a booster seat. Our 4-year-old still needs to be in a 5-point harness because we have to go up to 55 pounds here in Maine now. Our 2-year-old, he is a boy, but we have him in a pink car seat because we share car seats that are still in date. So he's in a car seat, and then the baby is in a rear-facing seat because he's only 11 weeks old. So that's what we have in here. Now, under the seats, I'm just going to pull something out. We've got some hats, sunglasses, a first aid kit, and this one's a really cool sewing kit that we got from someone. I don't remember where we got that from, but that is one of the things under the seats.
There's a box of diapers.
Oh yeah, that's the diaper box. So we have diapers for the 2-year-old, diapers for the 11-week-old, plus clothes for both of them, plus some wipes, plus just some extra feminine products for the girls in the family. We've got some baby wipes in there, just that type of thing. In here we also have a basket filled with just some toys, random toys that are good for the car. Some books, these that I picked up at Goodwill one time, which are little brainstorm cards. They've got little quiz questions on them with answers, like little riddles. Some origami paper, just some random stuff we have in there. And then the basket over underneath the baby seat is filled with certain school books and coloring books that will be for the trip. We're not going to do regular school, like our regular math workbooks and stuff on the days we're in the car, because I am the main teacher and I'm going to be the main driver for this trip. Virginia does not have a lot of experience driving, I couldn't remember the word, driving the camper, and Mark currently, we do not have him driving just because it's not the best idea. He is really good at helping me know how to drive the trailer though, because he used to drive trucks, so he helps me with that. But I will be doing the driving. So this is schoolwork and related things that the kids can help the younger kids with to keep everybody busy. We have bags, just some reusable cloth bags over there, and one that's a insulated bag, and that's what we'll put food in to keep up here. At every stop, we'll be getting stuff from the camper for what we'll be eating, and I'll talk to you about that as we go through the trip. But that there's a bag up here that will be able to keep stuff cold if we don't finish something that comes up to the front. So this is going to go back under here. Ooh. Okay, to the front. I'm going to close that one. So up here in the front, we recently cleaned this out. So just know, we usually try to keep it clean, but this is cleaner than it usually is. So up here we've got random pens, pencils, all kinds of things. CDs for listening. We have a bunch of scripture that's on CD that goes to music, but we also have some books and things like that. Paper towels, wet wipes, some plastic cups, paper plates, plastic forks, just things to be able to help with snacks on the road, an extra umbrella, a hymnal so we can sing together as a family, a Bible, small broom and dustpan helps keep the van clean, some extra bags to keep stuff clean, and trash. So that is what is currently packed in the car. That is about all that's going to be packed in the car, because we're going to be taking the camper with us, so we will be able to jump back and forth to that to get the other stuff that we need. But this is how we travel as a family of 2 adults and 7 kids. So keep joining us over the next few days as we continue on our trip prep. So thanks for joining Herding Little Cows.